find yourself wondering if you are masculine enough? Do you compare yourself to other men to judge your masculinity? No need to wonder anymore, because this video is just for you. If you want to know where you lie on the masculinity spectrum, here are 8 clear signs that you are not masculine to help you do just that. Stay till the curtain drops because you don't want to miss any of these signs. Number 1. You act before you think. Do you find yourself acting impulsively in every situation? Well, let us tell you something. Acting impulsively is not as masculine as you think it is. We can all think of someone who seems to always make the best decisions and is praised in society as the epitome of masculinity, right? They seem to be the luckiest when it comes to friendships, relationships, careers, and even small things like sports and hobbies. Well, guess what? It's not just luck. Becoming a real masculine man takes time and effort, and men who are determined to reach the top are not afraid to put in that effort. They discipline themselves to think before they act because they know patience and cool-headedness is what gets you the best in every situation. Whenever you find yourself in a situation which urges you to act impulsively, take a step back and assess. This way, you will find yourself making the best decisions in your life. Number 2. You blame others. Let's be honest, no one likes a guy who is always pointing fingers, but conveniently never seems to be at fault himself. The truth is, taking responsibility when things go wrong is a shortcut to taking charge, and that's a masculine quality. Men who never take the blame even when they are responsible for a problem are nothing but a display of weakness. So the next time a situation goes amiss and you get the urge to throw someone else under the bus, take the head-on approach. This is not just the noble thing to do. It will also work wonders for your personal growth and masculinity. And after you take charge of a situation, people are bound to notice and value you more than they used to. Plus, it's no secret that women love a man who is assertive, especially when it comes to looking out for others. Rather, it's those "I'm always in the right" dudes that repulse the ladies with their selfish tactics and weaknesses. Number 3. You lie. Well, if you often find yourself hesitating to stick with the truth, we have got something to tell you. That's a major red flag. Staying true to your word and standing with the truth are the greatest indicators of courage and masculinity. It is no secret that lying is a sign of weak character. All it does is show that you lack a backbone to deal with the consequences that would come with saying the truth. And if you lie because you are too lazy to put in the effort to explain the truth, you are just a shell of a man. In both scenarios, lying is a repulsive behavior which gives people one reason or another to stop interacting with you. So the next time you knowingly tell a lie, push yourself to assess why you did it. Were you scared? Were you hoping to impress someone? Were you hiding something? Whatever the reason, you need to get rid of it. Because at the end of the day, a truly reliable masculine man is well aware of his own self, and knowing your flaws and weaknesses is a crucial part of this. Self-assess yourself and take it as an opportunity to focus on finding out what made you lie so you can overcome it next time. In case you find it all very confusing, hit up a close friend or family member for their help. People around you can usually shed some light on more personal stuff that you're working on. You can ask them questions like, "How honest do you think I am? And how much do you think the other people trust me?" With feedback from your social circle, you can gain a much better sense of the direction and work on it. Remember, lying is as much a threat to your masculinity as anything else. Number 4. You bully people. Picking on people who are weaker or simply too polite to react is an extremely non-masculine habit. Men who are bullies exhibit low emotional intelligence and an extreme lack of empathy. And guess what? Both traits are super damaging to not only your romantic potential, but also your platonic relationships. Rather than setting up a reputation as a bully to gain power over your peers, you can display a more commanding presence by encouraging people around you. Or better yet, you can take time out to actively help them. Bullying tendencies kill your masculinity faster than a speeding bullet. All because you get used to winning over people and gaining an edge without competing in a fair playing field. Over time, you become incapable of healthy debate and fail to recognize your own problems. Hence, where your bullying tactics don't work, you feel defeated much faster. And the reality is, a true man never falters. Number 5. You never apologize, even when you're wrong. The next time you get into a heated argument, Here are a few things you should ask yourself. Would you like the argument to end soon? Are you okay with losing the argument? Do you feel you are calmer than the people you argue with? If you answer no to even one of these questions, it's time to look inwards because all of these are signs of a faltered man. You need to work on making your ego more robust and becoming more rational than you are emotional. If you frequently have heated conversations and have trouble getting people to communicate with you, well, it goes to show that you're a volatile person. If you ever find yourself in an argument, make sure that you are taking into account all perspectives and listening to the other person. This way, you will show that you are open to understanding and apologizing if necessary. Apologizing in front of people, whether it is following an argument or a mistake you've made, is the fast lane to becoming known for the strength of your character. But this is not a cue to become a doormat. A pushover is just as unmanly as the guy who won't apologize even when proven wrong. Number 6. You panic in a crisis. Being a man, the sooner you learn this lesson, the better. There are no substitutes for experience and training. No matter how much you plan and prepare, facing a sudden, frightful situation only gets easier if you step out of your comfort zone every day. By exposing yourself to small crises regularly, you build confidence in your ability to handle pressure and get through problems. Plus, you also get to work on your response to sudden crises. Men who are prone to panicking every time a problem pops up unexpectedly display fragility. To become better at tackling situations head-on, start off by stepping out of your comfort zone. Stop picking the most convenient options in everything. And as you pull yourself out of this constant comfort lifestyle, you will face more worrying events in your daily life. This will become a great opportunity for you to work in high-pressure situations, and you will be one step closer to becoming masculine. Number 7. You betray others to get ahead. We've already talked about how bad it is to blame stuff on people. But you know what's worse? Hanging people out to dry even though they treated you the best they could. Your value as a man is going to plummet every time you betray someone. Now, what exactly do we mean by betrayal? Well, it can be anything from a simple matter of failing to keep a promise or actually sabotaging someone after they placed their trust in you. Plus, women love a trustworthy man. They want someone who they can trust without batting an eyelash. If you are looking to become a man who is truly masculine, you need to make sure you are honest and loyal to people around you. Remember, when your loyalty goes astray, so does your masculinity. Number 8. You gossip. We get it. Gossiping about friends, family, and acquaintances is a fun pastime and a great way to catch up with someone you haven't talked to in a while. But there's a catch. Whoever you indulge in gossip with will always end up losing respect for you in the long run. True men don't gossip. They are fearless to express their feelings about others on their face. And if you find yourself bringing people down while you gossip about them behind their back, then you are not anywhere close to achieving that masculinity benchmark. The next time you are tempted to dive into a juicy conversation about someone else's life, try and steer the conversation to a different lane. And here's the icing on the cake. The best conversations one can have are ones that are more about events and ideas than about people. Once you push gossip out of your daily life, make sure to fill your conversations with more food for thought. You will find many of your usual conversation partners growing distant at this point, but that's the point. It shows that you are growing to fill in that cloak of a man. This way, you will find yourself surrounded with more high-value men who bring value to your life and build you up. What other signs do you think are an indication of a non-masculine man? Comment down below. Until then.